Hi everyone, welcome to Cooper Educate to Empower Scratch Junior online course lesson 7. In this video we will learn how to make a Pac-Man game. First, let's look into the project and the rules. The Pac-Man has to eat the food, the round color yellow ball, and we have to use the arrow key here to move the Pac-Man. We have to prevent it from touching the ghost because if it touches the ghost it will come back to the home. Also there is a bar here, the green color. As the Pac-Man eats the food, the bar will increase in length. Once the bar is filled in the entire box, the food will start appearing in the walls. That means that there is no need for the Pac-Man to eat the food anymore. Then we have to take the Pac-Man to the green ball to win the game. Let's look into the project now. So this was the game. Now let's begin the coding. We are in the new project now. We will start by deleting the sprites that already comes with the new project. Let's paint our background first. We'll click on the image on the top. Click on the paintbrush. Select the black color and the fill in option and fill in the entire screen. Now we have to make the hurdles in the form of the wall for the Pac-Man game. Let's click on the square box and select the orange color. Now we can create the hurdles. You can also think of your own design for creating the hurdles. We are creating the walls so that the Pac-Man faces some difficulty while moving from one end to the other. And this is just to add a little level to the game. So I have created the walls. Now we will create a red color rectangle on the left hand side, on the right hand side. And then you can click tick, so this will be saved. We also have to add one more background. We'll click on the image, delete the already sprite, click on the image on the top, click on the paintbrush and just fill in with black color and click tick. You have to write here U1, so you have to click on the ABC sign here and you can type in U1 and then click on the AAA. You can select the size and the color. I'm choosing green color. We can position it in the center. We can go back to the first backdrop now. Now we have to paint our sprites. We can click on the plus sign and we can start by painting the ghost. I will click on the paintbrush. For that you have to click on the free flow and then choose red color. Just make the top of the ghost and the zigzag bottom. You can create the eyes by clicking on the circle and then choosing the black color for the outline. Then choose the fill in option and fill in the eyes with the black color. Then choose the red color and fill in the base with the red color and click tick. Similarly, we also have to add two more ghosts. So we'll click on the plus sign. I have already created those. You can also create those. You just have to choose another color and do the same thing. Now we have three ghosts already there in the game. We can position them. Also, we can decrease their sizes. So we will click on the purple block, select the shrink block, change the number to 6 and click on it. So it will shrink the size. Similarly, we will drag and drop the block to the other characters as well, and then go on them and click on the block so that it shrinks it. Now we can paint the food. Click on the plus sign, click on the paintbrush, select the circle, and we want the food to be yellow. So we'll select the yellow color and just make a small circle. And then click on the fill in option to fill the circle with the yellow color and click take. So the food is also added. In the start, we want the food to appear in the middle with the first wall. So we'll place it here. Next, we can click on the plus sign and design the Pac-Man. Click on the paintbrush, select the free flow and the yellow color. You can just make the shape of the Pac-Man. Click on the fill in. You just have to click on the circle, choose the black color and make the eye of the Pac-Man. And then fill in the eye with the black color. Fill in rest of the base with the yellow color and click take. So we also have our Pac-Man. Then we can design the arrow keys. Click on the plus sign and paintbrush. Select gray color. Choose the triangle and make the shape. Fill in with the same color and click take. As we want 4 triangles because we want the up, down, left and right arrow keys. So we can actually name it as up and save it. Again, choose the same thing again and click take. You can name it as down. We will rotate it while creating the program code. We have the up and down. We will name it as left and right. And one more as right. We can arrange them in the positions we want. Now we also want one more sprite, that is the green circle on the top, the ending point. We will click on the paintbrush, select the circle, make the shape, fill in with green color and click tick. And we'll place the green box, the circle, on the top right corner. Now we have all the sprite. We just need a rectangle bar here which will show us the progress. We'll click on the plus sign again. I have already made the bar. You can also make it using the rectangle and click tick and put the bar in the center of the red shape. Now we have all the sprites and the backdrop. Let's begin the coding now. We will begin by coding the ghost. Let's start from the top and click on the red one. So when the green flag is clicked, so we will go to the yellow blocks, select the green flag. We want the red ghost to go up and down. So it should go down first and then up, again down and up. So we will go to the blue blocks, the motion blocks, and first the down arrow and then the up arrow. And we will change the number to 5 instead of 1. We'll go to the red blocks, choose the repeat forever block so that it keeps on going up and down. Also, when the Pac-Man hits the ghost, it should send some message for the Pac-Man to start from the home screen again. So we will ask it to send a message and we will color code the message to purple. Now we will do the same thing for the yellow and the blue ghost. We will go to the yellow ghost. When the green flag is clicked, we'll drag the green flag. We want the yellow ghost to go left and right. Left and right. So we will go to the motions block. First it will go to the left side and then to the right side, and it will repeat this forever. Instead of 1, we'll choose the steps to be 3. It will also do the same thing when the Pac-Man touches the yellow ghost. It should send a message. So start on bump character, then it will send a message which will be purple in color, same as the red one. We will put these same blocks in the blue character. Sorry, I put it in the wrong one. I'll put it in blue one. We'll go to the blue character. When the green flag is clicked, we want the blue character to go up and then down. So we'll choose the up arrow, then the down arrow, and this should repeat forever. And the up and down should be 5 times. So we'll change this to 5. So this is how we'll program the ghost. Now let's go to the food. We will remove this one. So what we want is that when the food is eaten by the Pac-Man, that is when the Pac-Man touches the food should disappear first. Now when it is hidden and we are not able to see it, we want the food to go little to left and up to appear at this random position, and we don't want to see this. That is why we hide the food. So we will keep the food back again, and then we'll choose the motions block. Take the left arrow block. We will choose the grid option to see how many steps, as it has to go from like approximately 8 to 1. So it is going 7 steps. We'll change this to 7. And then it should go up because we want it to go to the left and then to the up. From the left and then to up. So it is approximately 7 steps. We want it to go little here. So we will change the up arrow also to 7 times. And then we want it to appear. We'll go to the purple blocks again and choose the show block. We'll remove the grid lines. Now once it shows, we will again send a blue message. We'll go to the events block, drag the message block and choose the color code to blue. Also, as you remember, when the Pac-Man touches the ghost, it is sending a purple message. So when the food also receives a purple message, it will reset to the new position. That is the old position, which is it's already there. So we will use the reset, that is go home block, so that it comes back to the exact same location. Now we'll design the Pac-Man, but before that we have to design the up, down, left, right arrow. First we'll design the up arrow. So we'll go to the events block. When we touches the up arrow, it should send some message. So we will take the message and just keep it orange. We'll go to the down arrow. First of all, whenever the green flag is clicked, we want the down arrow to rotate and go to the down position. So we will check. If we put 3 times here and check what happens on the green flag, it is rotated to the half edge. We want it to rotate more. So instead of 3, we'll put 6. And we'll put the green flag again. And as you can see, it is pointed downwards. Now we'll stop this. Now when we touch the down arrow, we want it to send a message. So we will go to the message block and drag it and change the color code to yellow. Similarly, we'll go to the left block. First, on green flag clicked, we will rotate it. As we know, if we rotate it 3 times, it goes 3 times to the in the half. We'll put 3 here. And then we will again go to the yellow blocks, and when we touch the yellow arrow, sorry, the left arrow, it has to send some message, and maybe we can say it is red in color. Now we can go to the right arrow. We have to turn it to the right side. So whenever the green flag is clicked, it will go to the motions block. We have to turn it to right. So we'll drag the turn right by 3. And then whenever we touch the arrow, it should move the Pac-Man to the right side. So we will choose the color message and we will color encode it maybe green this time. Now as we have chosen green for right, red for left, orange for up and yellow for down. So we'll go to the character again, and now the character has to behave according to what message it receives. So as orange message was for up, so the character will move up 1 step whenever it receives the orange message. Then again we'll choose the message block. As the red message was left, so the character will move left whenever it receives the red message. Similarly, we will choose 2 more message blocks. One was green and one was yellow. Yellow was for down, and green was for right. We can double check also. You can see green one is for right and yellow one is for down. So the character will behave accordingly. Now we have to program the green block. The green block will shift to the new backdrop once the character touch it. So whenever the character is touching it, it has to give us a new backdrop. So we'll go to the yellow block, drag the bump block, and whenever the character bumps in it, it has to take us to the new backdrop, which is U1 screen. So we will put the U1 screen here. Now there is only one character that is left to be programmed, and that is the rectangular block. We call this block as energy block in this program. So whenever the Pac-Man touches the food was sending a message in the form of a blue message. As you can see, I'll show you again. It was sending a blue message. So whenever the rectangular box receives the blue message, so we'll go to the yellow block, change the message color to blue. So whenever it receives the blue message, we have to grow its size. We will grow its size by 2. But before that, we will shrink its size by maybe 10. Yeah. And we'll keep it in the center. So whenever it receives the message, blue message, that is the Pac-Man has eaten the food. So we will change it to 2. Decrease by 2. And whenever it receives the purple message is whenever the Pac-Man touches the ghost, the game should start all over again. So it should also reset and go back to the original location. So we are done with the programming. Now let's look into the project. We will click on the green flag to begin the project. Now we will use the arrow keys to move the Pac-Man. We have to eat the fruit or the food until the bar reaches the maximum point. So now we have eaten it 3 times and you can see the food appears inside the wall. That means we don't have to eat it and the bar is full. Now we just have to go to the green spot. We can quickly go. And we win. So this is it. You can add your own creativity to the project. Thank you for watching.